Coach, 3 players in double figures in the face of adversity tonight. What did you like from what you saw from Petty and Maddie in Brooklyn?
I'll start with Brooklyn Miles. I thought, we really challenged her to attack the paint and finish, which she did with 5 for 6 tonight, 11 points. When she's scoring, the defense has to play honest. Good to see Maddie return offensively with 20. I thought she looked for her shots from the outside, but also attacked the rim, got to the free throw line, was 6 for 6 there. And then Ajae Petty with another double-double, 23 and 21 rebounds. And I think a lot of people are looking at the scoring, it's fantastic in what she's doing, but her ability to rebound the ball, 21 rebounds, it doesn't matter who you're playing. And in this conference, to get 21 rebounds in one game tells you what she's doing to work.
We'll go John and then up front with Oscar.
Kyra, you've said from the get-go that the success of this team is going to be based on their defensive efforts selling out. You had to be disappointed today. Why is it so difficult to get that message across?
Yeah, beyond disappointed. 1, in front of our home crowd, but 2, we have to hang our hat on the defensive end. We scored 73 points, which is enough to carry you. But if we had any type of defensive intensity, we gave them 95 points. They didn't feel us defensively. I didn't think we had a passion or energy or heart for it today for whatever reason. So, I'll have to figure that out, go back with the staff and watch, but disappointed in our effort defensively. And it showed. They had 29 assists on 38 field goals.
Coach, is this one of those games where you say you win some, you lose some, you take it philosophically, and you go back to the drawing board to work on the defense?
Well, we always work on our defense. We spend a lot of time working on our defense. That's what makes it disappointed. The message today was we needed to fly around. We needed to make plays. We couldn't bail out on charges. We had to get our hands on the ball and sell out defensively. When we did, good things happened. We just didn't do it consistently enough to my liking.
Coach, just going back to Maddie, she played 40 minutes today. Was that by accident or by design? And do you maybe worry about wear and tear having an effect on her through the rest of the season?
Yeah, she did play 40, and we train all of our players to be able to play 40. The SEC's big girl basketball. There's a lot of the top players playing a lot of minutes, and that's where you rely on your training, your strength coach, our athletic trainer, and obviously we watch loads with the catapult, so we know what our loads are, and if we have to decrease in practice or do different things, we do that. But at the end of the day, she's a senior trying to win, so that's what it is.
And you talked about not bringing the defensive intensity that you guys needed. Do you think there's maybe some sort of a hangover effect from the second half of that Tennessee game at all?
I don't think so. We got to bounce back. We got beat. This is a new game, and so we got to come with the right mindset and approach. Every game is a fresh start, and we just didn't take advantage of it today.
Coach, can you elaborate a little bit on Ajae Petty's 2020 game?
I thought she battled. We pounded the ball into her. They're bringing the house to her. She's scoring over 2 or 3 people. Getting steals and scoring in the open court. So she is a nightmare for people right now, but her hard work from this summer is really paying off. So very happy for her. And our teammates do a great job of finding her. They know how to find her, pass to her, cut off of her, and she's finishing. So I like where she is right now offensively.
Coach, you mentioned not being satisfied with the defensive effort, but Vanderbilt shot 50% from beyond the arc tonight. What makes them so difficult to contain from 3-point range?
Credit to Vandy. They came in here and shot the ball extremely well, 50% from the 3-point line, 9 of 18. I thought some of our switches, they capitalized on it. We made a mistake and they made us pay. So credit to them. They hit some big shots, big plays, well coached by Coach Ralph. And, when we didn't do what we're supposed to do, they made us pay.
Final two questions, Oscar and Venus. No, Venus.
Vanderbilt went on a 17-2 run there to kind of end the third quarter. What do you think went wrong during that stretch specifically?
You know, the third quarter has really been our nemesis this year. We gave up 30 points in the third. It was a plethora of things. Either we turned the ball over and they scored off of our turnovers. You know, they were having straight line drives and laying the ball up. We had talked about them scoring over defense and didn't do a good job of helping the helper tonight. And give them credit. They made big plays, big shots. And so this is the outcome that we get.
Thanks.
Petty, would you just be able to speak to that accomplishment? Obviously, I think this was the 10th double-double of the season for you. But what does that mean for you, and how did your teammates set you up for success today?
It means a lot. I think my teammates always do a great job at trying to look for me and get the ball. Just shows the work that I've been putting in and just continuing to put in. Of course, I wanted to win tonight. So, yeah.
Asia, Coach mentioned that the third quarter has been the nemesis for this ball club this season. Is that due perhaps to mental fatigue or physical fatigue?
I think it's more just a focus and just continuing to lock in when we going into halftime and just having a certain, spunk about us, wanting to come out and just prove to people that we can play. So I think we definitely have to improve on that. Yeah.
Maddie, tonight Vanderbilt shot 50% from long range. What makes them so difficult to contain from the three?
They have a good presence inside and then shooters on the outside, and I think just their ability to play inside out, make one more passes, can be hard to guard. Shot it well.
Maddie, did you know that coming in tonight that, there was a chance they'd probably, maybe play all 40 minutes, or was that kind of catch you by surprise, or what was the talk coming into tonight's game?
I didn't know. I think just whatever the team needs for me. So.
John.
Asia, you're battling so hard in there. You got all those rebounds, but like 6 of them were get out of my way. I got this rebound. So, can you talk a little bit about how your conditioning has played into how much you've improved this year?
That was the biggest thing that I focused on when I went home for the summer, just making sure I came back in the best shape that I could possibly be in. When you're not in shape, you have a lot of mental lapse. It's little things like going and chasing the ball when everybody else is tired, just because I'm more conditioned than the people that I'm playing against. So.
Asia, you've been team's focal points this season. What is your mindset going into Monday with a matchup with a player like Camille Cardozo?
My mindset is the same going into every game, to go in, do whatever my team needs in order for us to win, and just to continue to dominate.
This one's for both of you guys. In the second and fourth quarters, you guys were right in there. What worked for you defensively in those two to stay in it? Thank you.
I think our defensive pressure, I think most of the game we weren't pressuring enough, we weren't flying around enough, we weren't helping the helper enough, and that's where we thrive, and we didn't put 4 quarters of that together, which is where they got off on us when we weren't doing that, I think. So I think if we lock in for 4 quarters and play that kind of defense, that will benefit us better.
Maddie, Asia got 21 boards, but for the rest of the team, nobody else got more than 2. What can you do to help her out?
I think just keep battling. I mean, I'm good with Petty getting 21 boards, you know what I mean? If, she's gonna go get them. But yeah, I think we all just need to keep battling, keep getting on the boards, getting the loose ones maybe that she can't get. Basically just getting any board that Petty can't get. That's what we need to do.
It's been a tough couple of games for you guys. How do you all make sure that like morale and confidence stays where it needs to be, to make sure that this doesn't spiral into like a longer type losing streak, or ends up kind of having a big damper on the season?
Just not looking at the outside factors, or like what's going on around us, taking what's going on right now, and just moving forward, learning from what's going on. I think that's the biggest thing, to continue to watch the film and watch what we need to improve on. And then just wanting to do it, like wanting to get in the gym, wanting to watch the film, wanting to see what you can do better in order to improve. So.